Kia ora, boys and girls, and welcome back to the channel. So we're back to Chapter 2, or Chapter 1, Map 2 of the Rise of X Cavalier difficulty. And we're going to bring in this team. Now, this map is a little bit tricky because you have this track kind of node, and you pretty much need to have, and I think there's another one where you need to have 3 of the same debuff, or 3 debuffs in general to do damage. So as you can see, I bring in Void, Human Torch, and Archangel for that. So Archangel is really kind of the best for this, and he's the one I use to clear most of the lane. Now, he doesn't work on some sort of lines, and I know that there's a lot of people complaining about Sasquatch. That's not the line I take on here, but yeah, I mean, Human Torch is good for that. You can also use Captain America Infinity War if you want. You can also use Void. Void is very, very good. So I found myself mostly using Archangel and Void. But yeah, Human Torch was quite useful for a couple of the fights. And I don't really have a high level Captain America Infinity War. He's still sitting down there at probably like rank 2 or something, so I need to bring him up. But I have seen people take Sasquatch down with him, so in my alliance. So I think he's a good option as well, if you can get the 3 debuffs on the opponent. Now, once again, with this difficulty, it's not so bad. You can still take some block damage. You can still take some chip damage here. You don't want to be relying on it, but at the same time, it's all good. And with Archangel, he kind of makes the line fairly easy, right? Your only problem really is if they're poison immune. Like, apparently Joe Fixit is poison immune, so you see here I do a lot of bleeds, but I don't do neurotoxin. But the next few fights, you can land neurotoxin, and when you do, neurotoxin itself does not count as a debuff as well, which is a little bit tricky. But once you have the neurotoxins on and you have a couple of bleeds and a poison, or just a few bleeds, then these guys start just draining completely out. And my Archangel is not super high 6 stone level or anything. He's pretty average, but yeah, still does a lot of damage. So I really like this guy. But of course, it does help the fact that he is duped. Not necessarily. It's not necessary because you're not going for ability accuracy reduction. You're not going for the blocking healing or anything, but it is quite useful because the neurotoxins do a little bit more damage as well. So this is the first line on the fight. That takes him down pretty well, and then we're going to jump to the boss next. So the boss is actually Medusa, and we've brought Dr. Doom and Symbiote Supreme for that. So you'll see here we flick across, and but this time most of my guys are down. I think I used Symbiote Supreme for one of the to finish off one guy as well. And now we're with Doom against Medusa. She's got increased attack, increased health, armor break, aggressive. She's also got crumbling armor, which doesn't really make a difference, but also oscillate. And so you kind of want someone who can really nullify her. Obviously, Symbiote Supreme was a great option as well, because you can just take away her debuffs and just keep her in the corner there and bleed her the whole time. Doom as well is fantastic because he'll keep nullifying those fury buffs all day long, and he'll keep gaining power out of it, and then he'll also be able to kind of draw out that passive even when she's kind of blocked and in that defensive phase of oscillate. So he's really worked great here. And you see, like, she's probably around 60,000 PI, and she's probably around 300,000 hit points. And so it probably takes, 2 to 3 rotations of that SB3 before you finally are able to get her down. We take a little bit of a hit there, and as you can see, I really like this about the Cavalier difficulty, the fact that if you make a mistake, it's not game over straight away. You can take a few hits, which I really like because they have very large health pools. They have all these extra nodes and stuff. They're already tricky enough. The last thing you want to do is be having like an amazing fight and then you make one mistake and it's game over. I feel like parts of X6 and definitely parts of Variant, I like that, even though I really enjoy Variant. So yeah, so that's one cool thing. That's one thing I think Bam really got right here. And honestly, I'm pretty stoked, man. I'm pretty keen to jump into the V5. I haven't had time yet, but I'm gonna do it at some point. But let's get this whole Cav out of the way first, and then maybe even look at that new Omega quest, the whole 31.5 thing. I'll see if I can do that as well. So yeah, you can see here Doom works really really well against her. When she's oscillating, if she's coming at you, it's pretty easy fight, and yeah, Doom makes it so much simpler. But you can also use Symbiote Supreme or a myriad of the Mystic champions. So hopefully this helps you out, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you in the next one. Ka kite ano, bros and girls.